Welcome to Info Nympho's episode on Weird. I've got a giant rockhead with a neck beard, a nerdy white guy that is godly revered, the strangest places piercings get speared, crazy music videos that all my brain are seared, a kid show that should have never premiered. But first, the demented content these channels frontiered. Weird. Here are a few of the weirdest YouTube channels. Cyriak is a surreal animator. His channel is one big fever dream on LSD. He has done some other demented stuff, such as the Spaceology video in the IT crowd, and music videos for Bloc Party, Run the Jewels, and Weird Al. On the complete other side of weird, we have Benjamin Bennett, whose channel launched with the segment Sitting and Smiling, where Benjamin does just that for 4 hours. Things do happen. In the 5th episode, a burglar entered Benjamin's home, said hello, and then shut the door and left.
Hello?
In the 52nd episode, he peed his pants, and in episodes 238 and 257, he spontaneously burst into tears. Finally, we have Popee the Performer. I'm cheating here because this was originally a Japanese TV show, but the rest of the world got to know it through YouTube. Weird. Wonder Chosen is a children's television show for adults. It parodies shows like Sesame Street, but warns that it contains offensive, despicable content that is too controversial and too awesome for actual kids. Eric Andre has said it was one of his favorite shows ever. They had segments with animation, puppets, and children. Here's a song about slavery.
Slaves built America.
They also had a regular kid on the street segment called Beat Kids, where they asked the tough questions. Trevor Hines was probably the best. He once had to dress as Hitler.
Yeah, run away! Just like my daddy!
The other street segment that got them in a lot of trouble was Clarence the Puppet. They got kicked and punched and had knives pulled on them twice in one day.
I have one question for the children. The kids!
Creator Vernon Chapman is currently working on the animated movie with Trey and Matt from South Park. It stars Kendrick Lamar.
Want some music, hon? Jim Bob, play Kendrick Lamar.
Playing Humble by Kendrick Lamar. I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances.
Weird. Music videos get weird. Maybe it's all the drugs the bands take. Beardy Man's 6 a.m. Ready to Write has Joe Rogan reading the daily routine of Hunter S. Thompson. We start off with this dude running out of coke and his nose searching for more. Pretty weird already. But then we meet the old dude in the hallway dancing. We're getting into David Lynch territory. Don't worry, it all ends happily.
Are you feeling okay? You feel well?
I could pick almost any Aphex Twins video, but this is Rubber Johnny. It took director Chris Cunningham 3.5 years of weekends to make it. Chris plays the large-headed Johnny, deflecting light beams in his wheelchair as his chihuahua watches.
It's the opinion of the entire staff that Dexter is criminally insane.
Lastly, we have Frontier Psychiatrist by the Avalanches. The song has 28 samples in it, including the Canadian comedy duo Wayne and Schuster,
When I count to 3,
Lawrence of Arabia, Sesame Street, and the John Waters movie Polyester.
Dexter is criminally insane.
The music video creates a visual story for each of the samples. Weird. The weirdest piercings. If you don't like needles, you may want to skip this. First, a stretched labret piercing. Yes, you can see through to the teeth. Same with the stretched cheek piercing. With a rhino piercing, you get to see into the nose. Even more so for the stretched nostril piercing. How do they handle a runny nose? Where do they put the Kleenex? Here is an eye piercing. You need not to have one of your eyes for this. An ankle or Achilles piercing. They take years to heal and have a high potential of crippling you for life.
Like this pooping stuff, you know? Let me get my butt cheeks pierced together, you know?
Finally, we have a butt piercing. Steve-O from Jackass has done it twice. You don't want to have to go to the bathroom badly.
So much worse than last time!
Weird! Zardos is one of the weirdest movies ever made. Director John Boorman admits he was in the midst of a very bad drug habit and was stoned most of the time. The lead is played by Sean Connery, who had just finished playing James Bond. He went from wearing this to this. The year is 2093, and our hero sneaks into a giant stone head that spits out guns and bullets and travels to the vortex where the Eternals can project your memories on this cool TV and use their brains to zap you. There's an AI crystal, weird talking, this triangle thing, jazz fingers, pillow forts, drawn on facial hair, being stuck in the crystal, and Connery in a wedding dress. Through this all, he impregnates a bunch of women. Oh, and the name Zardos comes from the Wizard of Oz. Finally, there's a big happy massacre.
It was all a joke.
Weird. When Weird Al covers somebody's song and experiences the Yankovic bump, sales soar after he parodies them. Under parody law, he doesn't need to get permission from the artist, but he still does. Very rarely does he get turned down. Michael Jackson thought his version of Beat It, Eat It was funny and even let him use his bad set for his parody Fat. Kurt Cobain said he knew Nirvana had made it when Yankovic did Smells Like Nirvana. Al even used the same janitor and several of the same cheerleaders. Madonna went as far as suggesting the parody Like a Surgeon, the only time Al's taken an artist's idea. Yankovic tried many times to do a Prince song, but was always denied. Al finally got the hint when, before the American Music Awards, he got a letter from Prince's lawyers demanding he not make eye contact with Prince.
Thank you.
Weird! And that's all there is to know about weird.
So weird!
So, can I stay for dinner?
No.